Hi, I'm Graham, and I'll share 5 simple tips that will help you to deliver more effective feedback every time. So let's imagine this scenario. You've got a member of your team who regularly turns up for meetings late and is unprepared when they do turn up. You and your team are finding it disruptive, and you know you need to give them feedback. Here are 5 tips that will help you. This may sound obvious, but if there's something you need to give feedback on, the first step is committing to delivering the feedback. The longer you put it off, the more you are condoning the behaviour, saying it's okay for the person to continue to do what they're doing. So decide to do it. Deliver the feedback as close to the event as possible. There are managers who store feedback up, waiting for the next planned meeting or even the next appraisal. The risks in leaving feedback, or if it's too far down the line, how can you expect the person to even remember what they've done? When feedback's too vague for the person on the receiving end, they won't know what to do with it. You must link it to an event or a specific action. Attaching the feedback to something concrete in this way makes it conditional and helps the person to put it into context. A structure helps you plan for delivering it and helps the person who's receiving the feedback to break things down. One of several that we use is DESK. What is the behaviour that you have observed that you want to feedback on? Talk through the effects or the impact that their behaviour is having on you, on the team, on customers. This helps the person to understand why they need to focus on the feedback. What should be done differently in this situation? Now, this may be you telling them, or it could be you asking them questions to draw out their own thoughts. And what are the consequences if this behaviour continues? Again, this might be you telling them or asking them questions. From this structured discussion, you'll have formed an action plan that will or should see a change in the behaviour that you need. Invite them to join you somewhere appropriate, typically a private area, as you'd like to talk to them. I need to talk to you about your timekeeping and behaviour in meetings. I've noticed that you've been late for the last 5 meetings and that you haven't been prepared. Because of your lateness, the meeting doesn't get started on time, and your lack of preparation means that we have to go over things again and again. We need you to be there on time, and we need you to be fully prepared to avoid wasting everyone's time. This will be a more detailed discussion than that, but you get the point. Having agreed on a plan of action, describe what will happen if the changes aren't made. This should lead to something more formal and documented. With a good structured conversation like this, the person on the receiving end will have clarity and hopefully give them their commitment to change. Oh, and the same structure works well with praise too, rather than just a simple "you did great on that project," which, let's face it, doesn't really give them anything useful to work with. You can talk about what specifically was done well, the positive impact it had, and the positive consequences of doing more of the same. Finally, don't save your feedback up or just give it at appraisal time, or only save it for the big stuff. Get into the habit of giving feedback. This will help you feel more comfortable and more competent each time you need to deliver feedback, and it also helps your team get used to receiving feedback. If you got value from this video, drop us a like. It will help others just like you to find it. And why not subscribe to access more great content, and click the bell to be notified when new content is released. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.